What's up, guys? So where I'm at right now is a local studio that I train some of my clients at, and I'm going to show you how I basically get my exercises recorded and the way that I set up my camera and so on and so forth, so that you can do it at your facility or at someone else's facility that's in your area or at the house. So this is what I did. I have some of you guys that iPhone. Actually, it's all versions of phones, Android and iPhone, that a particular lens that you can get that creates a wide angle effect. This one is called, here I'll show you. So it's on the edge of it's on the iPhone itself. This is a moment lens. It's hard to get it in focus just because it's on manual. But this creates a wide angle effect in the area that I'm shooting. So it gives me the opportunity to be able to shoot large amounts of footage, basically in width, field of view, that I wouldn't be able to get with my default camera, even though it's a pretty good quality camera that's on my iPhone 6 Plus. So this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to show you the difference between the regular camera view and the wide angle view, and then show you how I set up my tripod and angle my shots and stuff. So
okay, so the tripod that I'm using right now is the Manfrotto here. And I have the Readycam bracket that goes on the tripod for the phone. And so this is what you're seeing right now, is how much field of view I have in the camera, the photo mode. But when I go to the video, it shows up a lot less than what would be in the photo. So here's the photo without the lens, because I still have the lens in my hand, and then the video field of view. So it takes up, it gets you closer to the subject. That's kind of convenient when you're further away from your subject, but when you're trying to get up close, because you have limited amount of space, you want a little bit more field of view. So this is what it looks like when I put the moment wide angle lens on the phone. All right, so as you can see in photo mode, there is a lot more stuff that's in view right now. When I go into video mode, now remember how the ball was really, really close? Now it's further away. So I'm going to show you how I set up my shots and how I shoot the exercise.
All right, so now I'm going to show you how I set up the tripod and the camera. So as you can see, the tripod is in the middle of the floor, and I use this, you can barely see it, there's a line right here, as a reference point all the way down to the end of the room. And so what I did was I fully extended the tripod, really a little bit less than chest height, because of the wide angle lens. If I was using my regular camera, I would literally be a little bit lower and further back from the center of where I needed to be at. And so what I did was with a little crayon, I wrote an X here, X here, X here in case I had to move. And then I walked all the way out into the middle of the floor where I would be doing the exercises. And I marked on the floor an X here. So as you can see where I'm at. And then I had my book here up against the tripod so that I can always see, which exercise I'm on. And then the exercise list of all the exercises that I need to get done. And then I just write like a little hash mark or something like that on the exercise so that I know that I've already done the exercise. So yeah, there you go. So this is how I made sure that I was in view, and where I got my little mark that I set on the floor in front of the camera. So what I did was, let me get this set up. Hold on one second, let me get this set up. Created a new video. Okay, and so I kind of made like a mental mark of like where the little spot is right here, where the dumbbell rack is, all the way across to where the little bench is here. And so right there in the middle, that's where I want to go. So I'm going to go right here in the middle, and I'm just going to stand straight up right in front of the camera.
And where I am right now, I know that it's in line with the dumbbell rack all the way across to the bench here. And then I'm going to go back. Hit stop. Go to the video that I just shot. And I'm going to scrub that video to where I get into frame. Okay, so it looks like if I extend my arms up overhead, it's going to be out of focus. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move the arm to where it angles up a little bit higher. So now I know where that little mark is. My feet are going to be in view all the way up to my arms. So I'm going to write on the floor out in front, right over in that area. I'm going to write a little mark, a little X, because I have my 2 X's or my 3 X's here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that everything that I got over there was in focus, and to make sure that all of the information that I got from far left to far right is appropriate for the exercise that was in the frame. So I'm going to go up to my phone. I'm going to go back to that last video that I just shot. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrub right to where I get into the exercise position. Okay, and so my arms are in view, my head and neck is in view, and my feet and knees are in view. So everything was in focused. So that's a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrub forward. All the rest of that's going to be edited out. And so when I get out into the start position, my feet are in view and my hands are in view at the very top of the position. So everything around me is in focus, which is awesome.